everything that we deal with is actual urban folklore. So you can, look it up on the internet and actually see stuff about it. It's kind of like, what did they say? X-Files meets Route 66. I've always been a bit of a realist, so I always think there's got to be some sort of logical explanation for, the things that go bump in the night. On the other hand, I think it's a lot cooler to believe that there might be a little something creepy out there.
I do believe in paranormal. I think it's almost pompous to say this huge universe that we're the only things out there.
Jensen says he's not afraid of anything.
Jensen's a punk. He's scared of cats and dogs and mice. Jensen's character is sort of the come out, both guns blazing, devil may care. Hey, I got a couple guns and a fast car. Let's go kill this thing. He's more Han Solo, and I'm more Luke Skywalker.
He gets a lot of hero moments. Gets a lot of comedic moments.
You're humming Metallica.
Calms me down. But he doesn't always get the girl. Sam, the younger brother, seems to always get the girl, which is something I'm going to have to talk to the writers about.
Will Carlton?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Agent Ford. This is Agent Hamill. We're with the U.S. Wildlife Service.
All right. Let's do one more.
And a lot of this show was kind of derived from Joseph Campbell's A Hero's Journey and a lot of his work. I know that the creator, Eric Kripke, was a big fan of his and a big fan of urban folklore and urban legends and stuff like that.
When I told Dad I was scared of the thing in my closet, he gave me a .45.
What was he supposed to do?
I was 9 years old. He was supposed to say, don't be afraid of the dark.
Don't be afraid of the dark. What, are you kidding me? Of course you should be afraid of the dark. You know what's out there.
Everything that we deal with is actual urban folklore. So you can, look it up on the internet and actually see stuff about it.
Basically, we hunt any sort of folklore legend you've heard, from the Hook Man to the Woman in White, to the Dead Boy in the Water, to Bloody Mary. These stories that you've heard growing up that you're like, that's not real. We basically tell you, hey, it is real, and we're going to go take care of it for you.
Each episode is gonna have its own specific plight, and there'll be, some will be ghost stories, some will be poltergeists, some will be, the urban legends. It's kind of like, what did they say? X-Files meets Route 66.
Dad hasn't been home in a few days.
So he's working overtime on a Miller time shift. He'll stumble back in sooner or later.
Dad's on a hunting trip, and he hasn't been home in a few days.
I play Sam Winchester. I'm sort of the younger of the two brothers, and when I was a child, my mother was killed by something supernatural, which is what started this whole mess off in the first place, was my father seeing his wife get killed by something out of this world, making it his life goal to exact vengeance and to get his revenge on this thing. So he kind of trained my brother and myself. I basically grew up hunting demons, and so I sort of rebelled against that. And it's funny because I rebelled against that and ended up going to college and law school, and that was my rebellion. In the pilot episode, my brother finds me at school to tell me, Dad's gone missing, I need your help.
My character, Dean, is the older brother. He's kind of the loose cannon of the two. A bit of the devil may care kind of thing. It's definitely a fun character to play because he gets a lot of hero moments, gets a lot of comedic moments. But he doesn't always get the girl. Sam, the younger brother, seems to always get the girl, which is something I'm going to have to talk to the writers about.
I love the Smurfs. I got to tell you, you are completely out of my brother's league.
My character, Sam, is sort of the more intelligent, quiet, reluctant hero, whereas Jensen's character, my older brother, Dean, he's sort of the come out, both guns blazing, devil may care. Hey, I got a couple guns and a fast car. Let's go kill this thing. He's more Han Solo, and I'm more Luke Skywalker. Not bad, huh?
The two brothers join forces and go looking after Dad, and in the meantime, they're following his trail and hunting ghosts and hunting urban legends and urban folklore and all those kind of things.
Hey, Dean. What I said earlier about Mom and Dad, I'm sorry.
No chick flick moments. I was working on Smallville. Jared actually has been working on the Gilmore Girls for the past several years. David Nutter, the director of the pilot and executive producer, knew both Jared and I, and basically went to the network and said, you know, if you can get these two guys, these guys would be great. Next thing I know, I was getting killed off at Smallville, and Jared was getting written off at the Gilmore Girls, and we were going into production on the pilot.
We sort of immediately just established this rapport. We kind of like, you know, busting each other's knees and, you know, kind of making fun of each other. And we'd go out and drink. Is that bad? We spend so much time with each other that you just become so comfortable with them. And that's good because I think it shows on screen.
Follow me?
Dude, I earned that money. You won it in a poker game. Yeah.
Jared and I, yeah, we kind of hit it off really quick. We're both from Texas. He grew up in San Antonio. I grew up in Dallas. Very similar upbringings and childhood, and so we had a lot in common right off the bat. He's not a little punk, and I wasn't trying to beat up on him, so it was cool. He's a good guy.
Bye, guys. I love you. Not you. You. Yeah.
Shut the door.
What was that? Why you had to step on my foot? Why do you have to talk to police like that? Come on.
They don't really know what's going on. We're all alone on this. I mean, if we're gonna find Dad, we've got to get to the bottom of this thing ourselves.
Can I help you boys?
No, sir. We were just leaving. Agent Mulder? Agent Scully?
I loved the script when I first read it. It had this sort of charming underlying relationship between the brothers, and, you know, clearly there's tons and tons of love there, but under sort of resentment and, you know, whatever troubles that brothers have anyways. And I really felt for the characters, both of the characters. Under this guise of, you know, demon hunters, there's so many archetypes and so much mythology and so many underlying themes.
Kids are the best, huh?
There it is. Like I said, 2 blocks.
Thanks.
Must be hard with your sense of direction. Never being able to find your way to a decent pickup line. Enjoy your stay.
Kids are the best. You don't even like kids.
I love kids.
Name 3 children that you even know.
I loved the lightness of it. I loved that when they needed to be serious, they were serious, and when it needed to have, you know, light, humorous beats, it had them. It keeps it light, and it keeps us brothers, and it keeps us guys, and it keeps us, you know, keeps that image of what we need to do.